Hello, this is the final day of this 7 days video challenge where I'm sharing everything I've learned which has helped me to break the fear of public speaking. So today the topic is get a coach or a mentor in order to know yourself better. So why is this important? First of all, we have to learn the difference between a coach and a mentor. A coach normally is a person who guides you and helps you to achieve short term or medium term goals. The relationship can be long term as well, but they're going to focus helping you in short or medium term goals. And once you achieve them, you can move to a next one and to a next one. That's why you have coaches in sport teams. It doesn't mean that you're going to be a coach just for one match, but you're going to be an ongoing coach, but every time you focus in the next match and then in the next match and in the next match. Coaches are considered as trainers because they have done before the work and they're just transferring the knowledge to you in order to help you to achieve that goal that you may have. Mentor, it's very similar, but it's considered as a teacher. The mentor is focused in a long-term relationship because it's going to guide you and teach you the knowledge that this person knows already to prevent you to make mistakes or to take the long road. Instead of that, it's going to give you all the know-how, the tips and tricks that this person has experienced to get to the point where they are. So as I was saying in my previous video, the coaches and the mentors could be the models that you're going to follow. So saying this, why it's important to have one in order to get to know yourself better? Because the only way that you can overcome any challenges, like for example public speaking, is having the help of someone who has already gone through this experience before. So the more you align with your coach or your mentor, it's going to be more likely that they're going to be able to help you effectively and efficiently. So that reminds me something very important. When we are born, we don't know anything. Many people are very good at being autodidact, so they teach themselves. But the reality is that the majority of us really need help from someone else. When we are born, people say that we are like a blank page of a book that is waiting to be written. And we write the pages of this book through our experiences. But how we learn? As I was saying in one previous video, we learn first from our parents. They become our mentors. They might guide you well, or they might guide you not so well. We know that it was with the best intention, and as parents, everyone makes mistakes. But you learn many things, and they're imprinted in you. With a coach, you get to modify things that you don't align, things that you think that you can heal from your family history and move forward, because there are many beliefs and conditioning and limitations that were implanted to us, not only by our parents, but by society, by school, by social media these days. And many of them, because we believe them, then we think that we're not capable to break fears, for example, of public speaking. But when your coach and your mentor helps you to identify what is that belief and who has the command to decide if that belief you're going to continue keeping it, if it is resourceful or not, is only you, then you realize that the power is with you. But for that, you need the guidance. It's an investment that you will do in yourself, because the wheel is already invented. It will be a waste of time if you make the long road instead of not getting some shortcuts, but avoiding wasting your valuable time. That's why many of the students or the pupils become much better than the coaches or mentors because they save that time of trial and error. They just went for the things that they work, and then that propels a major advance in the skills that they want to learn or the goals that they want to achieve. So, whatever it is, the things that are holding you back, in order to take a decision, a coach or a mentor are going to help you to decide what is the best decision for you, taking in account basically four things. If that decision feels good for you, if that decision is good for you, because maybe if it feels good for you as drugs or alcohol, maybe it's not good for you. So you have to get that thick in that filter. A third filter is it good for others? Because maybe it feels good, it's good for you, but it's not good for others. So you always have to check if your decision is impacting the well-being of other people, if you're not crossing any boundaries. But also, even if it ticks these three, it needs to tick a fourth one, which is ask yourself if your decision is good for the greater good. For example, for the environment, the planet that we're living. Are we impacting with our work indirectly or directly for the good of the planet? It is part of a circular economy where we know where it starts and we know where it ends. All those things you have to ask yourself in order to take a decision. But a coach or a mentor will help you to decide the best way possible with their experience. You don't necessarily have to have one coach or one mentor. You can have as many as you want. You can have a coach mentor at the same time. And that's something what we do in our integral consultancy. We take a look of your development as a whole. And there are basically 6 areas for us that make you an integral person. When you develop your areas of education, your profession or work, you develop your economy or financial situation, you also develop yourself in your relationships, socially or culturally. There's an important one that is also your health, and by that I mean your mental, physical, and emotional health. And the last one is your spiritual self. Not necessarily be a religion with all the respects to religions, but you don't need to be a religious person to be a good person. You need to be spiritually developed in order to be a good person. So those 6 areas that some authors consider many more, but all of them are between all these categories, they might become subcategories. So basically these 6 areas, either at work, in your business, or in your personal life, are going to show you how well you are developing yourself in an integral way. If you're neglecting one part of them, let's say for example your health, you know that sooner or later, if you don't exercise or you don't eat healthy, it's going to have consequences. It's going to bite you in the bump, as we say. So even it's hard to develop all 6 at the same time, it's good to notice and be mindful that one of the areas maybe it's falling behind. So a coach and a mentor will guide you to recognize which one is those parts that you're neglecting and need to address in order to even the map. And that's how you walk in life, developing all those areas, taking decisions if it feels good. It's good for you, good for others, and good for the greater good. So this topic excites me so much because imagine if all human beings would focus in improving themselves in all these 6 areas. Don't you find sometimes that some people can be excellent professionals, but then they could be crap in the family, in the relationships. Sometimes we see people that may be technically very well prepared, but when they're leading with people, they don't have any soft skills. So those things could prevent you to be promoted. Those things could prevent you to advance in your career. Those things could prevent you to have a quality of relationships, not only with your family, but also with your peers at work, with your partner, with your children. And if we can address that, imagine how the relationships would be around the world. Because that's how you start. You start with yourself, improving yourself, getting to know yourself better. Be kind and compassionate to yourself. Be happy with yourself and with the decisions that you take, even there are challenges and you're not going to nail them at the first time. Then you project that relationships to others, family, friends, colleagues, community, and society. That expands as a city, as a country. Imagine of all politicians and representatives will develop all these areas of their life. In order to take decisions, there wouldn't be wars or conflicts because everyone would be thinking and be mindful of the impact of their decisions for the greater good. As there's only one planet, even if there are wars for controlling economy, for controlling resources, there's only one planet, and we all of us live in there. So my challenge to you, if you like this content, is to decide what's the investment that you're going to do in time and effort in order to get a coach or a mentor or a coach mentor. What are the things that in your education, profession, economy or finances, health, relationships, or spirituality that you're stagnated and you need to improve? So I encourage you to do this introspection within yourself and decide what is best for you, how you can get help. And if you want to have a free consultation in order to learn more how we can guide you, how we can help you, please send us a DM and we'll be really thrilled to help you. Our mission is to help as many people as we can in order to prevent in the long, medium, and short term any mental health issues, any physical health issues, any emotional health issues. Because you matter, you are important, your voice is important. We help you to find your inner voice, unleash it, and heal whatever wound you have from the past. So it was a pleasure to have this 7 days challenge with you. I really enjoy it so much. And I'm so thrilled that many people have commented and liked it, our posts. It really warms our heart. And I'm committing from now onwards to share with you every Monday of every week one educational video where you can learn more, not only about public speaking, but life coaching and life mentoring as well. So if you like this and you want to know more, just hashtag whatever is the topic that you want us to talk about. We'll make an effort to please everyone because we know you need it and we know you matter. So until next week, and keep enjoying these videos. Thank you so much for being there. Bye for now.